If you're looking to tidy up your garden edges or add some charm along your walkways, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're sharing 10 low-growing perennials that are perfect for borders, paths, and tight garden spaces. These plants may stay low to the ground, but they bring big impact, whether it's with vibrant blooms, lush foliage, or that neat, polished look every garden needs. They're easy to care for, built to last, and many of them return year after year with very little fuss. So whether you're a new gardener or just want to refresh your landscape, these perennials are practical, beautiful, and ready to elevate your space. Let's take a look. First on the list is the bright and beautiful ice plant, a low-growing succulent that adds a splash of color and thrives in tough conditions. It typically stays under 6 inches tall, making it ideal for borders, pathways, or even between stepping stones. Ice plant grows best in zones 5 to 10, and it loves full sun with well-drained, sandy or rocky soil. In late spring through summer, it puts out vibrant daisy-like flowers in shades of pink, purple, yellow, or orange, depending on the variety. Thanks to its fleshy leaves, it's drought-tolerant, heat-loving, and very low maintenance once established. Plus, it spreads nicely without becoming invasive, creating a neat, colorful carpet wherever it's planted. If you want a bold ground cover that handles the heat and stays low, ice plant is a fantastic choice to start with. Next up is the lovely Sweet Alyssum, a delicate but hard-working perennial that forms a soft, fragrant carpet along borders and pathways. It stays low, usually just 4 to 6 inches tall, but spreads gently to fill in gaps with clouds of tiny blooms. Best grown in zones 5 to 9. Sweet Alyssum thrives in full sun to partial shade and prefers well-drained soil. From spring to fall, it produces clusters of tiny white, pink, or purple flowers with a sweet, honey-like fragrance that attracts bees and butterflies. It's perfect for softening edges, spilling over rocks or garden walls, or even tucking between stepping stones. Plus, it's drought-tolerant, cold-hardy, and can reseed itself gently year after year. If you're looking for a plant that's low, lovely, and smells amazing, Sweet Alyssum is a beautiful way to line your garden paths. At number 3, we have the versatile and aromatic Creeping Thyme, a low-growing perennial that's perfect for pathways, borders, and even between stepping stones. It hugs the ground at just 2 to 4 inches tall, forming a dense, fragrant mat of tiny leaves. Creeping Thyme thrives in zones 4 to 9 and loves full sun with well-drained soil. In early to midsummer, it blooms with tiny pink or purple flowers, drawing in bees and other pollinators. It's incredibly drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and can even handle light foot traffic, releasing a fresh herbal scent when stepped on. Plus, it's a great choice for hot, dry spots where grass won't grow. If you want a practical, pretty, and pleasantly scented plant that stays low and lush, Creeping Thyme is a garden favorite. Next is Roman Chamomile, a charming, low-growing perennial that brings a soft, meadow-like feel to garden edges and walkways. It grows just 4 to 6 inches tall, with feathery green foliage and dainty white, daisy-like flowers that bloom through summer. This plant thrives in zones 4 to 9 and prefers full sun to light shade with well-drained soil. It's often used between pavers or along paths, where it forms a gentle, cushiony mat that's both beautiful and fragrant. Roman Chamomile is drought-tolerant, resistant to foot traffic, and gives off a sweet apple-like scent when brushed or stepped on. It also attracts pollinators and adds a soft, natural look to any garden setting. If you're after a low, lovely, and lightly scented ground cover, Roman Chamomile brings a soothing vibe to every step. At number 5 is the graceful Lily of the Valley, a low-growing perennial known for its sweet fragrance and delicate charm. It grows about 6 to 8 inches tall, forming lush green clumps that are perfect for shaded borders and pathways. This plant thrives in zones 3 to 8 and prefers partial to full shade with moist, well-drained soil. In spring, it produces tiny white, bell-shaped flowers that dangle from slender stems and give off a soft, sweet scent. Lily of the Valley is great for covering ground in cooler, shady spots, and once it's established, it spreads steadily without needing much attention. The foliage stays lush throughout the season, creating a gentle woodland look. If you're looking to add elegance and fragrance to shaded edges, Lily of the Valley is a timeless favorite. Next on the list is Periwinkle, also known as Vinca minor, a tough, trailing ground cover that stays neat and green all year. It grows just 4 to 6 inches tall, making it ideal for borders, shady pathways, and even under trees where grass struggles. Periwinkle thrives in zones 4 to 9 and grows well in partial to full shade with well-drained soil. In spring, it produces charming purple or blue star-like flowers, and some varieties will even rebloom lightly through summer. This plant spreads quickly but stays low, forming a dense mat that helps suppress weeds and reduce erosion. Once established, it's drought-tolerant, low-maintenance, and deer-resistant, a real set-it-and-forget-it option for shade gardens. If you want easy greenery with a splash of color, Periwinkle is a smart and reliable choice. At number 7, we have the feathery and elegant Astilbe, a fantastic choice for adding soft texture and color to shady borders and pathways. It typically grows 12 to 24 inches tall, but dwarf varieties stay lower and are perfect for edging. Astilbe thrives in zones 4 to 9 and prefers partial to full shade with moist, well-drained soil. During late spring to midsummer, it sends up beautiful plumes of flowers in shades of pink, white, red, or lavender that gently sway in the breeze. The fern-like foliage stays attractive even after the blooms fade, making it a great season-long performer. It's also deer-resistant and adds a soft, romantic touch to shaded spaces where other perennials might struggle. If you're looking for a low-growing plant that brings elegance, movement, and color to your shaded paths, Astilbe is a perfect pick. Next is the delicate and early-blooming Pasca Flower, a low-growing perennial that brings soft beauty to your garden just as winter fades. It grows around 6 to 12 inches tall, making it a lovely choice for borders, pathways, or rock gardens. Pasqueflower thrives in zones 4 to 8 and prefers full sun to light shade with well-drained soil. In early spring, it produces charming purple, bell-shaped flowers with golden centers, followed by silky ornamental seed heads that last through summer. The foliage is soft and finely textured, almost fern-like, and stays compact and neat throughout the season. It's drought-tolerant, cold-hardy, and resistant to deer and rabbits, great for adding interest without a lot of upkeep. If you want a plant that blooms early and brings a gentle, natural look to your garden edges, Pasca Flower is a quiet but striking choice. At number 9, we have the delicate and early-blooming Liverleaf, also known as Hepatica. This charming woodland perennial grows just 4 to 6 inches tall, making it perfect for shady borders, pathways, or naturalized garden edges. Liverleaf thrives in zones 3 to 8 and prefers partial to full shade with moist, well-drained soil rich in organic matter. In early spring, it puts on a quiet show of violet, blue, pink, or white blooms, often before the trees even leaf out. Its rounded, lobed leaves are attractive even after flowering, and they often stay evergreen in mild climates. It spreads slowly and naturally, blending beautifully into woodland-style gardens. If you're looking for a tiny plant with charm and early-season color, Liverleaf adds a soft, graceful touch to shaded paths and corners. Wrapping up our list is the bold and brilliant red salvia, a low-growing perennial that brings intense color and energy to borders, walkways, and sunny edges. Most varieties stay compact, around 12 to 18 inches tall, making them ideal for the front of garden beds. Red salvia thrives in zones 9 to 11 as a perennial, but it's often grown as an annual in cooler zones. It loves full sun and well-drained soil, and it blooms nonstop from late spring through fall with bright scarlet flower spikes that attract hummingbirds and butterflies. The lush green foliage creates a beautiful contrast with the vivid blooms, and the plant is both heat-tolerant and easy to grow. While it doesn't like frost, it's perfect for seasonal color or as a reliable bloomer in warmer climates. If you want a burst of red that holds its own along your paths or borders, red salvia delivers with flair. Low growing doesn't mean low impact, and as you've seen, these perennials can bring life, color, and texture to the quietest corners of your garden. From fragrant herbs to bold bloomers, the right plants along your paths can completely change the feel of your space. If you found a new favorite or spotted one you're excited to try, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear what's growing on your side. Thanks for joining us today, and as always, keep planting, keep exploring, and let your garden lead the way.